Hey guys, tonight for dinner we're doing a tri-tip steak over an open fire. You don't want to miss this. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Todd and this is Greenhorn Barbecue Beer. If you would, folks, take a minute to hit that subscribe button and then tap that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. So as we mentioned at the beginning, we're going to be doing this wonderful tri-tip steak here. It's untrimmed, and we're going to take care of that in a minute. We're just going to do a really quick trimming here, nothing too drastic, because as I mentioned, the intention is to cook this over an open oak fire, California white oak to be exact. Burns hot, it's got a unique flavor. It's not quite like Texas post oak. This variety of oak is great for the traditional California Santa Maria style of cooking. Now, we're going to take a fire pit that I have in the backyard and I fashioned up using the Yoder Wichita's fire grate or charcoal grate that came with it. I'm going to use that as my grilling surface, and I've taken a couple pieces of rebar to kind of span the distance on the fire pit. Now, these fire pits you can get anywhere, but you can use a tin bucket if you have to, or just a campfire if you're out camping. As you can see, like I mentioned, this is untrimmed. I've got a nice sharp bony knife here that I'm going to go ahead and just get a couple of these pieces off. Now, since we're cooking on direct flames, I'm not going to take all the fat off. Just the stuff that's just going to burn away and it's probably not going to serve too much of a purpose, which is some of this meat, some of this fat right here. So there, see how easy that came off? And really, it's not going to be on there long enough to really render. It's just going to end up burning, and I just don't want to deal with it. Now, you could leave this fat on here if you're just going to go camping and you want to just pull this baby out and stick it on that campfire. Hey, more power to you. But we'll just take a little moment to trim it up now. Okay. Now, this is a lot of fat for a tri-tip. Usually I get a tri-tip that's been trimmed already. This one was on sale, so they make you do a little of your own work. That's all right. So through the magic of television, I'm going to speed this up really quick. Okay guys, this is about as far as I want to go with it. It's a pretty decent trim. I probably took off I don't know, maybe a ½ pound of fat with this particular trim. I don't want to go any more because I'm just going to start screwing it up. A couple months ago, the Sassy Kitchen Queen won a little contest and we got some bark builder from Derek Allans BBQ. Although this says it's a pork rub, I tasted it and I'm thinking this is going to be fine on a tri-tip, because what I'm going to do for a little bit more zing is I'm going to use the barbecue rub, which has got a little bit of sweetness to it, which is fine. I know what you're going to say. It's going to burn over a hot fire. I want to create a bark on this tri-tip, and this is going to be part of that. Before I put both those things on there, I'm going to use some avocado oil. And we're just going to give a little bit of spray. I washed my hands so that I can touch both sides of that. So you can see there's still a little bit of that silver skin on there, but I just got kind of nervous about taking off too much of the good part of that meat. Okay. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some of this Killer Hogs. That'll be the first thing. I'm going to go pretty generous with it. There we go. So now the thing about tri-tip, a lot of you guys may not know, and I want you to know, is that don't be nervous about putting this thing over open flames or burning it or charring it. It actually likes it. Okay? So go ahead and rub it down like you would a brisket, okay? You want that crispy barkness on the outside. I'm gonna flip it over and do the same thing. Now, you might wanna ask, why did I put avocado oil on there? It wasn't to let the rub stick. It's actually to give it a little bit more sizzle while it's facing those direct flames from that California white oak. Okay, look at that. I love the way this comes out of this shaker here. It's nice and thick. I can smell the herbs in there. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this set up, let all those juices kind of commingle with each other, and we're gonna go outside and get that fire going. You see here, this is my custom fire pit. This is that fire pit grate I told you I got free from Yoder. Actually, I just had to buy Yoder to get it, but it's a nice heavy duty expanded steel. Then I took this rebar and I just, with steel wire, just tied it to the end so it kind of spans the gap here. So really I could just flip it over here. Now I left a couple bricks in there. And what I'm gonna do is, I figured, hey, why not? I'm gonna use some of these Weber lighter cubes, which are basically paraffin wax. I'm gonna stick one, let's go for two, right there in the middle. And then I got some kindling, and I'm gonna go ahead and just build up a little teepee around it with this California white oak and a little bit of this kindling. It should do pretty good. When I cut my wood, I leave a few shards. I even got a little bits of apple left over here. And I'm just gonna put that up there like that and give it a light. There we go. That should do pretty good. Then I got this piece of leftover wood here that I'm just gonna stick up here. Let that kind of catch fire there. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna let that fire come up. You know, I want a nice, even bed of coals so that when I put my California white oak on those coals, they flame up. I am looking for nice yellow flames. I don't want them to get higher than the grate. I just want it to kiss that underside of that tri-tip. Now I'm gonna be cooking both sides evenly. I'm gonna be flipping very often, and I want the internal temperature to get to be about 128. At 128, I'm pulling it off, and it's gonna coast up the rest of the way, and we should have a beautiful medium to medium rare tri-tip. Okay guys, so after about 40 minutes, maybe a half hour, flipping it around, it reached about average of about 130 internal temperature. So I tented it with some foil really lightly, and we're just gonna let it rest. While Sassy here gets some side dishes ready, and she's made some.
We're having a chopped salad, and we're having some corn on the cob.
Hell yeah.
Exciting.
Chopped salad, corn on the cob, veggies.
Oh man, I just wanted to take a peek.
Okay, no one gets to see it until we plate it up. Get a little bit of that medium rare right there. Oh, look at that, look at that crust. See, now that's the result of the Bark Builder and Killer Hogs rub. Get a little piece here. Put that there just like that. Southwestern chopped salad. Is that what it is, babe?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Looks looks really nice.
I mold it and put some real butter and some Parmesan.
Wow, that's beautiful, isn't it? There you go, guys. Beautiful tri-tip dinner. All right, guys, we're gonna get busy and eat dinner with Sassy's delicious sides and our tri-tip. Man, I tell you, I'm gonna remember this meal for a long time, right?
Oh, I always remember the tri-tips. They're good.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, appreciate you visiting us today. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Share these videos because we really love it when you guys share us. And be sure to hit us up on Facebook, same name, discussions group. Show us what you guys are cooking and let's talk. We'll see you later.
Bye. You ready?
Mm-hmm.